the supervision and under the guide of the revelation, from where you are able to extract your own deen that is needed for that moment, for that night, so that it become not only clear but peaceful. How that is described? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, also is when we talk about Laylat Al-Qadr, and also the Quran convey to us the idea, and it's a very interesting idea, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not act in a haphazard way in this world. This, if Al-Quran was introduced for this era, is the book for that era. Is Al-Qadr, is brother who do a lot of chemists, they may understand what does mean Al-Qadr. It's the dose you need.
Even simple thing, you want to make a cake, if you
Yeah,
don't follow the recipe,
or our system. Exactly.
it will explode.
You cannot do it in a haphazard way, And Al-Qadr also has that meaning too. And this is, but Al-Qadr is the absolute. There is no error. It's the night, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no, it's really night. But also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that this, what made from that night glorious morning, is together, so we should not doubt it. And again, the idea, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ, and who will explain to you what that night of Al-Qadr is not something you talk about. It's something really you need to experience in your own life.
Yep.
When you work and you introduce to yourself the meaning, using that reference of the meaning for this era, and you work on it, it means you have Al-Quran is part of you, if you like. Or as Sayyidah Aisha used to describe Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, كان خلقه القرآن. His character was Al-Quran itself. But in other narration we say كان قرآنا يمشي على الأرض. He used to be Quran walking on earth. So, and this is also what helps the society at that time to understand the Quran. So these Bedouin, when they come to Al-Madinah, they don't understand the Quran really, because the Quran they understood the Quran through Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the Quran explicitly asked Muhammad أن تبين للناس ما نزل إليهم. He was requested explicitly to play that role. So, and this is why also he played that role in the highest way. And it's not through code of dress or how to show himself as, the king, or because the Bedouin, when they come to Al-Madinah, first time, what they will do? They will ask, who is Muhammad among you? Because they cannot distinguish Muhammad because of his, way of dress, and how big is his imama, or how long is his beard, or how short are their pants. Yeah, because this is very, very ridiculous. But they distinguish between, when they see the character, who has the more blessing than anyone else, who's the most generous, who's the most knowledgeable. This is how they know Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So that ability to realize in his own life what Al-Quran was asking. So it's something really also we need to experience in our life. What's also beautiful is Al-Quran also is our life. Without that source of light, without light, is useless. Because we are not human beings till we have that ability to move, but not also moving in a haphazard way, but moving in a way that continuously take us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we can see that and feel it and experience it in our daily life. This is why the companion of Muhammad ﷺ used to be very bothered when they feel the 2 days become equal. تساوى يومان. If yesterday is like a routine, like it is today, and they feel they didn't move really. They don't see that. They feel lost, scared. You are not moving. You are going toward وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَى, because there is إِمَّا اللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَى وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا تَجَلَّى. There is no other way. And what Al-Quran also, the other beautiful things, the trust Al-Quran put in the human being. For the whole Quran refused to divide human being in spirit and body. And it addressed human being as one. Ya ayyuhal insanu. And even insan, some Sufi brother, it's very beautiful his remarks. He told me, even insan you can see two things. Ins and ins, if you like. And even you can even translate it, because insan also man and woman, if you like, together they give life. If you put them together, this is also how life is generated. But this is the beautiful also of Quran, تنزل. If you put yourself, right now you are well armed, if you like, with that reference of direction, of meaning. You have the light, you are not scared to take your journey. And you can experience that. Imagine you drive at the highway at night and suddenly you don't have any light and your engine stop working. You can feel that the stress, you can feel that rush. You are in big trouble really. You try to look for any place, to have,
even sometimes when you have the light, but it's very foggy.
Yeah.
When it's sometimes here in Chicago, when it is really like snowing heavily, and you cannot see in front of you.
So Al-Quran has give us the other image. تنزل الملائكة والروح. This is so powerful and so beautiful. It's so beautiful, the image. We talk maybe about this image, but the analogy is just to give an analogy, just to give an image from the universe. If you travel at very high speed, you can see very far object coming to you. You see that. So imagine who's coming to you when you have with you the light of revelation. Al-malaikatu wal-ruhu. Al-malaika, angels. Angels here, in this Islamic teaching, they are not the ultimate, state you can reach. Allah, you are going toward Allah. So Al-Malaika will be milestones. You can reach a state that's higher than Al-Malaika. You can feel them coming down to you. But more than that, Ar-Ruh also. You are not Ruh through your body. No. If you keep yourself as one, Ar-Ruh itself, you will see it coming while you are moving closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's so beautiful. And Islam, this is why, what's the first thing when you become Muslim to say? What you say when you become Muslim? So beautiful. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. So how Brother Walid has very good saying. So in the philosophy of, the Western philosophy, especially with Descartes, I think, then I exist. For Islam, not I think, then exist. I witness, then I exist.